Beyond the lush, emerald canopy of the Mesoamerican jungles, where the whispers of forgotten empires still echo through the ruins, lies a civilization whose understanding of time was both profound and terrifying. The Maya, masters of astronomy, mathematics, and intricate calendrical systems, meticulously charted the cycles of the cosmos, believing they held the key to destiny itself. Their calendars, often depicted as intricate stone carvings or codices, are not merely historical records. They are complex predictive instruments, weaving together celestial movements, earthly events, and the rise and fall of civilizations. We all remember the frenzy surrounding the Mayan calendar's supposed end date of the 21st of December, the year 2012, a date that sparked global panic and widespread theories of apocalypse. But what if that was a mere distraction, a misinterpretation of a far more intricate and chilling prediction? What if the true, terrifying prophecy of the Maya points not to the year 2012, but to a date still looming ahead, a mere few years from now, the year 2030? Imagine a civilization that built monumental cities like Tikal, El Mirador, and Palenque, whose urban centers once housed populations exceeding 50,000 people, rivaling the largest European cities of their time. They developed a writing system of incredible complexity, recorded celestial observations with astonishing accuracy, and conceived of the concept of 0 centuries before Europe. Their understanding of cyclical time, encompassing vast spans of over 5,000 years within their long count calendar, suggests a knowledge base that seems almost alien in its sophistication. Yet, amidst the breathtaking achievements of this enigmatic culture lies a dark, unsettling secret. Scholars have long debated the true meaning of the Mayan end dates and cyclical shifts. While the year 2012 passed without the cataclysm many feared, there are whispers, unverified theories, and cryptic fragments from newly deciphered texts that suggest a hidden layer to their prophecies. A layer that speaks of a different kind of ending, a fundamental reshaping, scheduled not for a distant past, but for our very near future. This is not about a planetary collision or a sudden blackout. It is about a profound energetic shift, a cosmic realignment that will ripple through human consciousness and the very fabric of our technological world. The unsettling truth, if these new interpretations hold, is that the year 2030 marks a pivotal, unavoidable moment, a date of reckoning the ancient Maya meticulously encoded, a warning that transcends time. What did they truly foresee in the intricate workings of their calendars? And why does this hidden prophecy send shivers down the spines of those who claim to understand it? The answers, if they are to be unveiled, are buried beneath layers of misinterpreted history, suppressed archaeological findings, and the profound, often terrifying, wisdom of an ancient civilization. Our journey into this profound mystery begins not with the well-known long count calendar, but with a far more obscure and deeply guarded artifact, a ceremonial jade disc, unearthed under mysterious circumstances in the early of the 20th century. Its origin is fiercely debated, though many experts believe it was discovered in the forgotten chambers beneath the colossal temple complex of El Mirador, one of the largest ancient Mayan cities, located deep within the Mirador Basin of Guatemala. This site, with structures like La Danta Pyramid, rising over 72 meters, 236 feet, represents the pinnacle of preclassic Mayan engineering. The jade disc, approximately 30 centimeters, 12 inches, in diameter, is intricately carved with a series of glyphs that initially defied decipherment. Its distinct iconography and numerical sequences did not align with any known Mayan calendrical system, leading many early archaeologists to dismiss it as either a forgery or a ceremonial anomaly. It was briefly displayed at a private exhibition in Europe in the 1930s before seemingly vanishing from public view, its existence becoming a footnote in esoteric archaeological texts. However, the disc's true significance began to emerge only decades later, when Dr. Elena Ramirez, a brilliant but controversial epigrapher from Mexico, began to painstakingly re-examine archival photographs of the artifact in the late 1990s. Dr. Ramirez, fluent in multiple Mayan dialects and renowned for her unconventional approaches, noticed subtle discrepancies in the glyphs, minute variations in stroke order, and stylistic elements that suggested a unique, highly specialized dialect of the Mayan script. She spent years in isolation, cross-referencing these symbols with obscure fragments of oral traditions passed down through remote indigenous communities, and even consulting with shamans who claimed ancestral links to ancient Mayan lineage holders. What she gradually uncovered sent shockwaves through the tight-knit community of Mayan scholars, though most chose to suppress her findings. The jade disc, she concluded, was not a common calendar. It was a prophetic calendar, a specialized instrument designed to track a rare, cyclical alignment of cosmic energies, known to a select few Mayan priests as the cycle of the Great Stillness. And its chilling culmination date, encoded with astonishing precision, was not the year 2012, but the year 2030. Dr. Ramirez, driven by a growing sense of dread, attempted to publish her findings, but her research was met with fierce resistance, often dismissed as unscientific or sensationalist. Key funding for her archaeological expeditions was mysteriously cut, and access to certain archival materials suddenly became impossible. She spent the rest of her life advocating for the disc's reevaluation, convinced that its prophecy held a crucial warning for humanity. Her tragic, unexplained death in the year 2010, just 2 years before the widely publicized the year 2012 date, only fueled suspicions among her few loyal followers. The jade disc, the very artifact that could unlock the truth, remains hidden, its location now a subject of intense, shadowy speculation. The very notion of a hidden Mayan prophecy for the year 2030 clashes dramatically with established academic consensus, creating a profound enigma. For decades, the dominant narrative surrounding Mayan calendrics, especially after the year 2012 phenomenon, has been one of cyclical completion, not apocalyptic destruction. Mainstream epigraphers argue that the long count calendar simply resets after its 13th Baktun cycle, much like an odometer turning over. This perspective, supported by extensive linguistic and archaeological evidence, suggests that the Maya viewed time as a series of recurring eras, each ending and beginning anew, rather than culminating in a definitive end of the world. They point to the vast number of monuments and codices that refer to dates far beyond the year 2012, some stretching tens of thousands of years into the future, as irrefutable proof that the Maya foresaw a continuous, unfolding timeline for humanity and the cosmos. The idea of a hidden prophetic calendar, specifically for the year 2030, they contend, is a modern fabrication, a desperate attempt to find new sensational narratives after the year 2012 predictions failed to materialize. The jade disc, if it truly exists, is likely a ceremonial object whose glyphs have been misinterpreted, or a late classic period anomaly with no overarching prophetic significance. However, a growing chorus of dissident archaeologists, independent researchers, and indigenous Mayan elders offers a compelling counter-narrative, suggesting that the mainstream interpretation is a deliberate simplification, or perhaps a fundamental misunderstanding, of a more profound Mayan cosmic vision. They argue that the Maya had multiple calendrical systems, some public and ceremonial, others esoteric and prophetic, reserved for the highest echelons of their priestly class. The cycle of the Great Stillness, as interpreted by Dr. Elena Ramirez, is said to relate not to a physical cataclysm, but to a profound energetic shift impacting consciousness and technology. This theory suggests that the ancient Maya, through their advanced astronomical observations and perhaps even intuitive insights, foresaw a specific cosmic alignment in the year 2030 that would fundamentally alter Earth's magnetic field and its interaction with solar radiation. Evidence supporting this radical theory comes from several seemingly disparate fields. First, there's the increasing scientific concern over the Earth's magnetic field. Data from the European Space Agency's swarm satellites has shown that the Earth's magnetic field has been weakening by about 5% per decade over the past century, particularly in the South Atlantic anomaly, a vast region where the field is unusually weak. While scientists debate the long-term implications, some speculate that a continued weakening could lead to a global magnetic pole shift, or even temporary periods of severely diminished protection from solar flares and cosmic radiation. Could the Great Stillness refer to a period of magnetic instability, a calm before the storm where Earth's protective shield falters? Second, indigenous Mayan oral traditions, carefully preserved by a few isolated communities, speak of a time when the great energy flow will quiet. These elders, who have meticulously guarded their ancestral knowledge for generations, describe this period not as an end, but as a recalibration of human experience. They speak of a time when modern technologies will be rendered useless by unseen forces, not through destruction, but through a fundamental change in the very energy upon which they rely. This aligns uncannily with Dr. Ramirez's interpretation of the jade disk, which features intricate glyphs that appear to represent solar flares and geomagnetic storms, alongside symbols denoting states of profound human meditation and altered consciousness. Some of these glyphs bear a striking resemblance to actual scientific data representations of solar emissions, hinting at an advanced understanding by the Maya that far exceeds conventional historical accounts. Finally, there's the technological singularity angle. Some theorists, bridging ancient prophecy with modern futurism, suggest that the Great Stillness is a metaphorical prophecy of a global technological collapse or a dramatic disruption caused by the very advancements we celebrate. Could the Maya have foreseen the widespread reliance on digital infrastructure and energy grids, and predicted a moment in the year 2030 when a severe, widespread geomagnetic storm, perhaps triggered by the cycle of the Great Stillness, could wipe out electronics on a global scale? A Carrington event-level solar storm, for instance, which occurred in the year 1859, caused telegraph systems worldwide to fail and even spark. Modern estimates suggest a similar event today could cause trillions of dollars in damage and lead to widespread, long-term power outages, potentially plunging large swathes of the globe into a pre-industrial state for months or even years. This wouldn't be an end of the world, but an end to the world as we know it, forcing humanity into a rapid, brutal recalibration, where reliance on fundamental human skills and community becomes paramount. The Great Stillness then becomes a period of enforced quiet, a reset button pressed by cosmic forces, forcing humanity to confront its technological hubris. The competing theories offer vastly different interpretations, yet all converge on the year 2030 as a year of profound, undeniable change. The ancient Maya, with their profound understanding of cosmic cycles and intricate calendrical systems, left behind a legacy that continues to baffle and intrigue. If Dr. Elena Ramirez's interpretation of the jade disk and the cycle of the Great Stillness is accurate, then the year 2030 represents a critical juncture, a moment of profound energetic and societal recalibration. But if this hidden prophecy is indeed so crucial, why has it remained largely unacknowledged, overshadowed by the sensationalism of the year 2012? And why are its deeper implications still fiercely debated? The enduring question is not whether the prophecy will come true, but how humanity will respond if it does. The suppression of Dr. Ramirez's findings, the swift dismissal by mainstream academics, and the general public's collective amnesia after the year 2012 have created a dangerous vacuum. If the Maya truly foresaw a significant energetic shift impacting Earth's magnetic field, potentially leading to widespread technological disruption and even altering human consciousness, then our current trajectory of increasing technological dependence and reliance on complex global grids leaves us terrifyingly vulnerable. Imagine a world where a significant portion of our digital infrastructure, our communication networks, and our power grids are rendered inoperative, not by a cyber attack, but by a cosmic force, an unseen hand pulling the plug on our modern existence. The immediate impact alone would be catastrophic. Disruption of global supply chains, mass communication blackouts, banking system failures, and severe challenges to emergency services. Studies estimate that a major geomagnetic storm, if it hit directly, could cause economic damage exceeding $2.6 trillion in the US alone, and take months or even years to fully recover if critical transformers are destroyed. This isn't just about losing Wi-Fi. It's about losing the very systems that underpin modern society. The legacy of the ancient Maya, in this context, becomes a chilling warning. They built their cities in harmony with celestial cycles, understanding the delicate balance between humanity and the cosmos. Their wisdom, encoded in obscure glyphs and ceremonial objects like the jade disk, hints at a deeper interconnectedness that modern science is only just beginning to grasp. Perhaps the Great Stillness is not a punishment, but a cosmic reset, forcing humanity to step back from the brink of technological overreach and reevaluate its relationship with the natural world and each other. The unanswered questions linger. What specific celestial alignment triggers this cycle of the Great Stillness? How profound will the energetic shift be? And what is the exact nature of its impact on human consciousness and biological systems? And most importantly, what can be done in the few remaining years to mitigate the potential chaos or harness this shift for a more enlightened future? The jade disc, if it truly holds these answers, remains tantalizingly out of reach. Its silent prophecy, echoing through the ages, urging us to listen before it's too late. The echoes of ancient prophecies, whether from Mayan calendars or Vatican manuscripts, serve as powerful reminders that our understanding of time, destiny, and the forces that shape our universe is still profoundly limited. The year 2030, once an innocuous point on the timeline, now looms as a potential threshold, a moment of profound transformation. Perhaps the true significance of the cycle of the Great Stillness is not about a predetermined cataclysm, but about humanity's inherent capacity for adaptation and resilience in the face of extraordinary cosmic events. It's a call to look beyond the immediate, to embrace humility in the face of ancient wisdom, and to prepare not just for what might break, but for what new possibilities might emerge when the old structures fall away. You may choose to dismiss this as mere lore, another conspiracy theory unearthed from the fringes of history. But if the intricate carvings of an ancient jade disc and the desperate efforts of a brilliant but sidelined scholar, hinting at a profound energetic shift just a few years away, has stirred something within you, a spark of curiosity, a whisper of urgency, then perhaps that is enough. For in the grand tapestry of cosmic cycles, where the past, present, and future are intricately interwoven, the greatest act of wisdom is not just to know what might come, but to open our minds to the possibility and to decide collectively how we will navigate the unfolding mysteries of our shared destiny. Share your thoughts below. Do you believe the ancient Maya had insights into cosmic energies we are only now rediscovering? What do you think the Great Stillness of the year 2030 truly signifies for humanity? Your insights are invaluable as we continue to explore the most profound and unsettling enigmas of our existence. And if you dare to delve deeper into the secrets that defy explanation, if you seek to understand the untold stories that shape our world, then remember to subscribe and hit that notification bell. We'll continue to unravel the threads of the unknown, one ancient prophecy at a time. Until next time, keep questioning, keep exploring, and keep your eyes on the unfolding cycles of time. The future, it seems, is always more complex and awe-inspiring than we imagine